This is my mega base. It took so many hours to complete, and I had to build a lot of farms, such as a frog light farm for my horns, and a maybe not so legal sand duper. This took me over 100 Minecraft days to make. So without further ado, let's get into the video. And while you're here, subscribe too. And comment down any suggestions you guys have for this build. Please, I need help making this. Alright guys, so last episode I built this mega librarian area. I don't know actually what to call it. I called it a citadel in the thumbnail. Now we have some access to some pretty maxed out villagers. And that leads me to my next part. My base isn't really the best. And to show you guys my skills as a builder, I think it's time for me to finally build my mega base. Now I have some rules for this mega base. Inside the base, I need to have an easy way to get some food. I need to have a maxed out beacon in there and room for one of the most insane storage rooms ever, along with hidden entrances. And that's exactly what we're gonna do in this episode. But first, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to finally change my skin so you guys don't have this Steve looking skin. It's time. Whoa, I'm so blue now. But with that being done, guys, let's show you where we're building the mega base. So this is where I want to build my base. And as you guys can see, I already have it flattened out. And the first thing that I have to do before we can even start this build, guys, is actually build out the frame. So watch this. So this is the frame that we have. Now, this dirt path is actually the inside of the circle. What I really want this to be is actually a crown type of shape. So I want this to be a part of the circle, and it's gonna kind of curl up. And I'll show you guys what I mean with this, but I also want to have some horns on it. I want 4 big ones on each of these main corners, and then maybe some small ones on the side. So in total, 8 horns. So I'm gonna quickly outline that right now. So if you guys look, this is kind of what I mean. These circle placements inside this main circle is actually where I want these horns to be. Now, I'm going to show you the rough layout that I want with these on just one side, and then we can go get the materials needed. So this is what I was talking about with that curved little horn piece. If you guys can see, it's going to curve just like that. This curve we're going to see on all these different spires. Now, it's not going to go the entire way, else that look weird. I plan on only going up to that point right there. You see that little difference? So this is actually that circle from down below, and I'm going to copy that pattern until it all just gets to one tip over there. But this right here is actually going to be like the wall area, and it's going to go all the way around. That's going to be the easiest part of the build, which we're going to get on right away. That's actually what we're about to do right now. So what I was thinking actually was kind of this gradient pattern. I kind of wanted to go from like a stone andesite to a black stone. So to do that, I was thinking of getting some stone and some andesite. While I have my stone covered, I definitely need some andesite. So let's start doing that. So luckily for me, I know of the exact place to get andesite because we've been building there. It's going to be actually in the Savannah mountain biome where I have my librarian citadel. So let's go start mining. All right, that's one area done. I think I got to do this a couple more times. So let's get into it. Actually, guys, I just remembered I can use diorite and cobblestone and make a lot more. So I think that might be the easier thing to do because there's definitely a lot more of that here. So let's start. I'm going to start here, take some up there, and then I'll get back to you guys when I have it all mined. All right, guys. So I have gotten a lot of diorite, and I did test it out, and you can actually make it. I thought I was going to waste my time. But as you guys can see, this is the amount of diorite, and this is the amount of andesite that I have. So I think that should be good enough. So I moved all the andesite and the diorite and the cobblestone into that chest right there. And now what I'm going to do is actually go into the nether, and by my end city portal, I believe in the nether, there is a Heglin bastion. I don't know what type, but it's there. And that does scare me because first of all, I die way too much already. And if I'm going to die in hardcore, it's going to be there. But I need the blackstone. It's the only transition tool that I have. So I'm going to try and demolish an entire area. So first, let's get into the nether now. All right, I've made it to the nether portal. Now it's time to come in. Hopefully I don't die. Now, I don't know what type of bastion this is, but I think it's a treasure one. I have no idea. But we are going to go and get all this blackstone, and hopefully I do not die. Another smithing template. Okay, I have like a decent amount, not a full shulker box, but roughly a full shulker box. But I think now we can head back and I won't be scared anymore. Yeah, so now we head back to the base. And there we have it, guys. We're back at the base. I kind of did get lost. That's why I'm coming from this direction. But I am back. So taking out all the blackstone that we have. Yeah, so we have about a half double chest worth of blackstone. And the reason why you may be thinking this isn't that much is because I'm going to be transitioning a lot of blocks. So I don't think I'll need that many, but I might be wrong. And if I am, cue the edit. But now I just have to get the rest of the blocks, but I won't bore you with those. I'll quickly get them right now. I just want to point out what it says right there, what it says above my name. You guys need to make this a viral video. So subscribe and share it with your friends and like and just keep watching it 1,000 times. Okay, we'll continue with the video. All right, guys. So the next part, actually, before I said I wasn't going to show you guys, but I thought I'd let you guys know, I'm going to be mining for some deep slate, some tough. So that means I'm going to mine down. And as you guys can already see from my inventory, I am going to put down a beacon. So I'm going to do that just in case you are wondering what I'm doing, because I know I made that a little ominous. So yeah, I'm going to go do that now. All right, everyone, I have done a lot of work. As you guys can kind of see, I have a lot of ores here. But not only that, I have gotten myself a lot of cobbled deep slate and tough. I also did some stone cutting and smelting, along with some different types of stone. And yeah, you can see it here in this chest. Now, what I'm going to do actually is start building out what I think this is going to look like. So here's just a little rundown before I start doing anything. This is my rough plan. So I kind of want the base to be stone, and then stone transition into a very, very dark color. I'm thinking like a coal block or even black concrete. But oh, it's a pink shape. But with that being said, in this shulker box right here, I think I have enough for just the first couple of layers, maybe first 2 or 3. So we're going to go with that, see how that goes. And yeah, hopefully you guys are going to like this build. All right, guys. So a lot of work has been done. As you guys can see, I have a little bit of a wall. And you guys actually aren't going to be able to see that much of it because I have this dirt little like barrier. So I didn't even like follow my own template, right? I'm improvising, but it's still going to end up with the same curve, luckily for me. As you guys can see, the design work itself is actually going great, especially you can kind of see it on the outside. I'm using these polished basalt right here as a kind of way to like transition into the darker areas. So right now and in the next one, I'm actually going darker. I do actually have to take a trip to the nether to get some more basalt, but I thought I'd let you guys know how it's going right now. So we actually only have a couple more blocks until we only have to start focusing on the horns. So we're going up to here. So that is 4 more layers of blocks. And then it should start darkening up real fast. I don't know if it's not enough, but I kind of do like that gradient. I want it to be a little lighter, mainly lighter, and then like kind of showing the tips as being corrupted. I feel like that's gonna look cool. So I guess we continue building. So guys, I'm on this last row right here now, and we're almost done. We're almost done the actual base part of it, I guess, because like the next part after that would be the horns that I have for all the sides here. So there's going to be, I think, 8 horns in total. Yes, 8 horns, 4 of them being huge, and then these other smaller corner ones, I expect to drop them maybe by like 5 blocks from where it is right now. And that way it gives it some sort of depth as well, especially when you're looking at it from afar. I kind of have this dirt facade here that's blocking the view, so I can't show you that yet, but trust me, it's looking good. If you guys look on the inside here, it's finally starting to get dark. And we're going to get darker with this row here. That's why I have polished deep slate and cobbled and some deep slate bricks just to start that transitioning. And then later on, so I'm going to build 1 more row up, and then I'm thinking of making some of these little bollards, I think they're called. I don't know the exact terminology, but just on the edge so that it gives us some more use case, if that makes sense. Then I also have to get a lot more accent items and then actually create some texturing on the other side of this, because it's gonna look very flat and I don't really want that. Even though I have the coloring for it, I do have to go and manually chip away and replace some blocks. But I guess let's finish this row up here, and then I can show you guys me building at least 2 of these horns before I just magically appear the rest. Let's get into it. Now guys, what I'm about to show you took me so long to figure out. There are no tutorials. Where are my eyes? There are no tutorials on how to make horns, and so I decided to make a horn. I made multiple versions. I have an angled version, I have a straight version here, and I also so this is straight how if I did a cross section how it would look, and this is how it's gonna look when it's built. So it's gonna be something like this. I like this glass idea, but I don't know. I don't know yet. And then I was also trying to figure out, I'm like, okay, for those, remember how I wanted those 4 accent horns that are on like the other sides? This is kind of what I got to. So I wanted something like this. But I tried to make it 3D, but it kind of just looks like a banana. But I don't know. I might utilize this. I might utilize just this. Honestly, I might just make a couple of blades. So instead of having like 4, I might have like 8 of these accent blades, because I do like this, especially with the sea lanterns. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm gonna make this in my world and then show you guys and then do it all because this is taking way too long. This took me like an extra day, IRL day. But okay, I'm gonna start doing that. All right, guys. So I have done one horn, and as you guys can see, once I turn around, actually, it's starting to look good. And now if you get 4 of these going, I think that's gonna tie it in a lot. I do need to find a way of lighting this, and for that I kind of have an idea. I'm thinking of maybe using frog lights and just scattering them like inside and maybe hanging off this, like having it like go 1 block off and then just having like a block here, and then maybe just encrusting like the spine of this with the purple frog light. I believe, I think there is one, I'm hoping there is, and then also in here as well. So like kind of here, only here, or yeah, on the inside actually, I think. So where this dirt is, I'm thinking of putting like frog lights like here. That way it gives it this nice glowing effect. But one thing that actually makes this kind of look weird is that there's no inner wall. So it looks very, very odd. You may notice some scaffolding. I've been using the bamboo that I got in the last video. But yeah, I thought I'd give you guys an update. I'm gonna maybe finish up the horns on all 4 and then start working on the accent bits. I think that's gonna be the best way to go, because then I can kind of judge how thick the walls are gonna be. And yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to do. Also, I'm gonna try and get some frog eggs, hopefully. Yeah, so I'm gonna build those 4, and then I think we're gonna have to make a magma farm. So it's gonna be nice to break this up actually for me, because this is like 4 days. But for you guys, I think it's like maybe like 2 minutes. And if you guys want a tutorial on how to make horns, I will give you guys a tutorial. There is no tutorial on YouTube, and it is annoying. So yeah, in other ways, I'll get back to you guys with these all done. All right, guys, it's done. I did all 4 of the horns, and oh my god, I hit some bamboo. This is what they look like. I didn't show it to you guys before, but I made sure to like include some clips. I used coal for the tips, and this took so long. Look at my days played. It changed dramatically just because of coal. It's horrible to mine. I don't even know how much I mined. Honestly, I think I mined maybe like 8 stacks of coal ore, and that's on the low end. I probably mine more. But yeah, this is done, and let me give you guys a little view. So that right there is where the little frog lights are gonna go. Definitely need to put some work on this lower part though. I definitely think that looks weird. Now the next thing that's left is to put in the little accent horns. Those are only going to be 2D, so they should be pretty fast. This is my plan actually. So on this side, you'll see these 2 blocks right here, and there's a matching 2 over here. Yeah, right here. And I'm thinking of just using this and putting 2 fins pretty much on each corner. That way they'll glow and they'll look nice. After that, then we're going to build the inner part of the wall and the walkway inside. That's going to be the exterior pretty much done. I'm going to edit the outside a lot more, make it look nice. I think there's a lot more work I can do there, and I have some major plans for the aesthetics of the inside, but I think that might be another video. So let's start doing that. I'm gonna quickly build the 4 there. I'll probably show you guys when I build 2 of them, and then we'll start to make the little frog farm, because we definitely need some frog lights, and we're gonna need a lot more different farms to even make anything. All right, guys, a lot has been done. As you guys can see behind me, I have all the different little accent horns made, and I started doing something a little bit. As you guys can see by my inventory, I have the beginning base blocks here again. That's because I was just wondering what to do with the actual lower base, and I think I know what I'm doing now. So I'm gonna extend this down. It was initially 4 blocks, so I'm extending it down by 1 and moving this out by 2. That way it gives it a little bit more depth. And then I'm also thinking of flattening this straight down and then making it more branch out. That way you can add lighting and make it look a little bit better. But yeah, with this done, I think it's time to do some farms. I'm gonna do a little bit more work on the base, and then we're gonna start. All right, guys, so I have done a little bit of work. I put in a bit of the wall that you can see here. This is gonna be the inner wall. As you guys can see, I used a lot of blocks. Like, I am not that much of tough though. Kind of wish to use that more, but I think I have a plan for using all the tough. The tough block itself kind of reminds me of like walked on structure, so I might make some tough stairs and just put it here inside this little walkway. That way it gives us some more color to it, I guess, or more of a feel. After I make the wall down, I want to excavate this entire area and then fill it up with like black concrete. And I want to add like a skeleton in there, like of some sort of animal, maybe a dragon skeleton. I don't know. I don't know. I like doing weird stuff. But since I want to make a cool build for you guys, I think that's exactly what we're going to do. But before we do any of that, we have to actually start getting some tadpoles. So we're gonna make a frog light farm in the nether. So I'm gonna need all 3 different variations of frogs. That way I can get all 3 different colors, and I'm gonna have to go back into the nether, my most hated area. But first, let's go get some tadpoles. All right, guys, so I found 2 frogs, and these are actually the frogs that I need, but I might be doing something a little different here. I might get these guys in tadpole, so I might get them to breed and then give me some tadpoles. There we go. And now I guess I wait for them to spawn. But in the meantime, you are mine. Okay, the tadpole spawned. I almost died. A whole lot has happened, but I have 5 tadpoles, and that 6th one, you will be free. Now, I also want to kill a spider, make a lead, and then take these guys home. Okay, and now we make a lead. My inventory is now full of random stuff, and we take these guys back. Okay, now we go. All right, we have made it to the Librarian Citadel, and here I should have my ghast. I see him. All right, so now the ghast is attached with the frogs, and I'm just gonna leave them there for now. I now have to go into the nether, so I'm gonna quickly deck myself out for that, clear out my inventory, and then we can start to build it. All right, guys, so I have everything I need inside this shulker box. I'll show you guys that a little later on. First things first, we're actually, before taking the frogs into the nether, we're gonna find that bastion that I went to earlier in the video, because I'm hoping that magma cube isn't the only spawner I destroyed, else this farm is gonna be a lot harder to do. The reason for that, there was a full magma cube spawner there. I just remembered that, and I'm really hoping there's another one. Oh, I crashed into my other build. I'm really hoping that there is another one in there, or just like a basalt place nearby. I'm gonna find that first, because it's going to be a lot easier to move the frogs beforehand. Oh, I actually forgot. I need to make another bucket and pick up powdered snow as well. But we're going to do that on the return. So I guess we head over there now. And we are at the village. I don't know how many times I've been here in this video, but I think too many. Okay, back in here. I honestly can't believe I destroyed it, because like it would have been so easy to do. Well, I guess now we try and find another one. So we're just gonna fly around in the nether, and hopefully A, we don't die, and B, so this is a basalt delta. We want to find something like this, but maybe I just hit the sides first, see if we can get a bastion. Oh, I'm flying right over it. Okay, if I'm right, this is like a wall. I mean, it's obviously a wall. I don't know why I said that. I need to get down there. Seems like a huge treasure room. And my first netherite piece. Wow. Okay, now that I'm in here, I have to actually turn some of this gold into some ingots. That way I can trade with the... I knew it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, I almost died there. Wait up, I might die. Oh my god, guys, I almost died there. I definitely don't have enough blocks. Okay, I need to trade with the piglins. That way I can get some obsidian and build a portal here. And I also need to just make this place safer, because as you guys saw, I almost died. Okay, I made a little walkway. Now I'm gonna go trade with these guys. Hopefully I don't die. That was definitely scary. Okay, now I do this until I get obsidian. Okay, I don't think we're gonna get anything from this guy. So what we're going to do actually is try and find one on our own. Now we just have to get some obsidian and we can build this. All right, guys, so now I have enough obsidian. This is my plan. I'm going to kill a couple more creepers so I can get more gunpowder and make more rockets. But I'm also going to build the nether portal in the overworld. Since I know the coordinates of the bastion, I should be able to just put the portal there, and then I can break it again inside the nether, put it down right by where I want it, and it should link again to that area. All right, guys, so now we're going to get the ghast and start moving towards that area, and we should be able to finally start getting some frog lights. All right, and I'll meet you guys when I'm over there. All right, so I have made the portal. The frog is flying around with the ghast, and now we go through, and hopefully I don't die. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. What the hell? Wait, how'd I get here? Huh. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go to the nether portal and then build it there. I don't know why that didn't work. Bedrock portals kind of scare me. Okay, we will put the portal here. See where this takes us. This is not the right place, but I think we have a rough idea of where my coordinates are. Yeah, I do. Okay, this is actually a horrible mistake that I made, guys. I need to head this way. So I'm gonna get back to where I was and then bring the ghast all the way over here, which I think is the exact opposite way that I went, which is nice. Yay. Let's quickly do that. All right, guys, it's taking me a minute, but I think I'm finally here. Wow, this has been long, and look at all my fans. I saw a village over here, so I'm gonna actually sleep. Okay, we are right here. Took us way too long. Okay, I think that's good. Yeah, that is good. So I go, shear it off, and push them in here. One. Buddy, I need you in here. I really need you in here. Okay, they're in. 1, 2. Okay, unlead that. These guys are good. Now it's time to finally start building this. First things first, I need to find exactly where it is. Okay, it's right here. So right here. We know it's above this block. Now it's time to build this. Okay, so first thing we do, we know that up here is the spawner. So this is our first block. We need to go down 5 blocks. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this would be the 5th. Now from this block here, we have to go out 5 this way, 5 this way, and 5 that way, which is going to be kind of scary. So 1, 5. And this right here is our 5th block. This is 5 blocks here. I'm actually just going to change it out so you guys can see it a little clearly. And then again here. Now we just have to build a floor there. So we got to connect all those points. Okay, I think we now have everything covered. And now here comes the second hard part. We have to build a wall. So now we're going to build this about like 2 blocks high. Okay, so now we're just going to build a wall on these blocks here. We're going to build it about 2 blocks past that spawner that we have there, but without dying. So let's hopefully not die. Okay, this is one side done. I'm leaving this in here so they don't spawn in, but we just got to do it again on this side. Okay, minus the blocks in here, I think we are pretty much good. And now we can move to the next part. All right, guys. So in the next part, we're just going to mine out 3 blocks here. And if you guys want to figure out how to do that, you go 3 from this way and 3 from this way, and then you're going to mine out 9 blocks. Now, the reason why I have gravel is for this exact reason. So I get to just do this and it's going to flood it. Okay, now we're exactly 5 blocks from the level up here. Okay, and now what we need to do is I'm gonna have my chest here because, you know, portal right there, it makes it a little easier. So I'm gonna line in a hopper here and then follow that here and just kind of do that for all of them. Kind of have them lined in. And then finally up here, boom. Now in these 2 blocks, I can put my chest. But first I'm just gonna take out that lava that's here. And with my newfound ability of being able to swim in lava, what we're going to do is just put this here. So now I can put it in my chest. So 1 here and 1 here. And then I'm just going to simply make a staircase going up. Voila. This is going to be the collection system. So now the next thing that we want to do is put down that, it's better if I just show you guys. I don't know why I just started holding my breath. We're going to put down this carpet here, and then we're going to leave this open because we're going to get in our frogs right through here. Because once that's done, we're probably never going to get down there. So now it's actually the perfect time for me to get the different colors of frogs. So I have 2 of these ones, so they'll give me the purple ones. I need to get 1 in a snowy biome, and I also need to get another in a plains biome. Luckily, I have my gas nearby, so we're just gonna go through here, and hopefully, this is as easy as I said. We are going to now make some boats. We're just gonna make 1, and that should hopefully be good. So I have found the biomes. We're heading there right now. I found a snow biome. That's where I'm gonna get the green frog. And I also know of a plains that's right beside it where I'm going to get the other frog. So we're gonna go straight to that side first. Actually, I might risk one right now. So apparently on a beach, they can grow. So I'm gonna try and grow one here and hopefully that works. And what we're going to do is in here, put the tadpole, and then with the slime. Okay, it took 12 to grow, and I ended up breeding it too. So nobody, I need you here. I need you here. I need you here. Thank you. And now you. And now we're going to head over here, and I'm hoping, I'm actually like, I don't want to go to the snow biome with all of this. I'm hoping I can do it right here, because this is technically a cold river, and they should be able to. Okay, I need this guy to drag that boat. I'm hoping. Oh, that would have been such a clutch. Yes. Okay, now I'm just going to go to the snowy plains, which is just over there, and pick up a bucket of snow, and we should be ready to go. I'm hoping I get some here. This seems like it. We'll just grab a couple of them, and we want these frogs to go in here. Right in the middle here, what we want is a snow block like so. Okay, with these guys finally in. Holy, I can block that up. And now we build the AFK area. And what I'm also going to do in the meantime is just break out all these blocks. I'll open this up so they start eating. So if I already look in here, see, we're already getting a lot of different frog lights. And now what we'll do is just open that up right there. So this is where we're going to build our little viewing area. Pretty much actually just like right here. I'm not going to lie. This is where it's going to be. And then obviously we can just come down here and pick up our stuff. We're starting to get some magma cream and a decent amount of other items. So again, we're just going to break this block here. Now we do need to put some slabs. Now they'll see us. they'll aggro on and they'll fall down there getting killed. And look at that, guys. It's already working. Like you saw the minute we started taking them down, these guys are just eating. They're going to be eating hard. Look at them. So I'm going to AFK in here for a little bit and then I'll get back to you guys probably in an hour. So I'll see you then. So it's actually only been 15 minutes and I thought I'd let you guys know what's happening in here. I am getting a fair amount. Look at this. Oh my God. I actually am going to stay here for the full 35. I'm just going to AFK in here for a little bit longer and I'll get back to you guys once that's done. So we might have an issue. I was just looking and we have a lot more magma cubes in here and not that many. I'm scared my frogs have died. Oh, I see one, but I honestly don't know what to do here. So I actually have a theory as to why those two disappeared. I think it's because I didn't actually like breed them. Like I didn't make them. So I do have those tadpoles there, but I don't have any slimes. Also, I just put them in here and they would easily just turn into the right type of frogs. But sadly, don't have the slimes right now. So what I'm going to do is take out all the slime blocks that I can here. And what I also did is I actually blocked the top up there so that we can limit the amount of magma cubes in here because it is loud. So I'm going to fly back to the other base and start building, hopefully get some more slimes. All right, coming back into the base. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put in as many of these frog lights that I can. And then we'll see what I can do with the rest of this. This dirt is also all going to go, but it's just a place finder. You know, it reminds me of where I came from. I also forgot my shulker box there. So, it's not nice. Okay, this one's done. So, I'm just going to remove the dirt in here so you guys can actually see what it looks like. All right, and that's how it's going to look on the inside. So, when I'm flying in, this is going to glow off a little bit. In here, this is going to have a full outline of these frog legs. So, first, I'm just going to do all the horns. And then what we're left with, I'll start doing the tops first and then bringing it down. So this is what it's going to look like. All right, guys. So I have put in all the pearlescent frog lights that I could. This one, it's a little unfinished and I couldn't do any of the actual edge ones, which is kind of sad. But if we now take a look, we'll start to see this nice glow from the horns. Oh yeah, that's starting to look nice. Yeah, now when we get these ones in, it's going to look even better. Yeah, so now I'm actually going to go back to my old base because I remember there being a decent amount of slime spawning. So I'm assuming there's a slime chunk there. All right, guys. So I've been running a route inside here for a little bit and I've gotten myself some 36 slime balls. And honestly, I just simply don't want to do this any longer. And so I'm going to head back now. All right, we have made it back. And now what I'm going to do, guys, it's actually pretty cool. So there's the tadpole. And boom, immediately that's how you guys can get an easy pearlescent frog just like I did. So I'm going to stay here AFK again and get some more pearlescent frog lights along with the other ones. And then we'll finish up that build. Okay, so the same thing happened again, this time with the red one. And there's a lot of entities here. So I am just going to take what I can and run. So my thinking is I need to have more frogs in there. I don't think 4 is enough. I think on the edges inside that base, they're actually clipping into the side and then the lava is killing them. So we're definitely going to have to fix that. Yeah, I'm definitely going to come back here later on and go get some more of those frogs because I do kind of need them for this build idea that I have for another build. Yeah, I'm already 10 steps ahead. I also really do need to like build a better way back. I should build a portal at my base. But again, that's gonna be another mega build. All right, we have made it to the base and now we can finally finish up the frog lights in these builds so it'll actually start to look nice. So let's start doing that. All right, guys. So if we look, we have a lot of the frog lights. There's only one side that's just missing some, and I'm gonna do that real quick. It's actually looking so good. That looks sick. I want to try something. I don't know if it's gonna look good, but I do want to try it. Okay, let's see how this looks right here. I don't not hate it. I don't hate it. I mean, with this beacon, when it's centered, it's gonna look real nice too. Yeah, this is actually looking sick, guys. I definitely do need to like do justice to the outside, but I think that's what I'm going to do next. So I am going to get some more frog lights quickly, put those in, and then work on the outside of the wall, and then we'll do the inside, and then we have some more tedious stuff like doing some sand duping. You guys didn't say no, so I'm gonna do it. All right, guys. So I finished up and put in the frog lights on this one here, meaning for the frog light section, I think for the most part we are done. Now we might need to get some gold blocks because that does come in handy. The next thing to do is actually finish up this wall here and then do some texturing. And also, guys, sadly I wasn't recording it, but I did actually lose my totem. Yep, this is my second one. I got like 5 phantoms on me and they just caught me. They boom 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 and then just took me out. But with that being said, so I am going to finish building this wall down and I'll get back to you guys when it's done. So I've gotten this far down the wall and now I'm wondering if I should go in by 1 and then go down 2, or if I should just go in by 1 and then go straight down by 3. That way I connect faster to the ground. Because if this is going to be a walkway, you kind of want to walk through like a decent amount of stuff. And I'm just scared that if I build it this way, there's not going to be that much room that you're walking through. But yeah, so I'm going to continue this down. All right, guys, so I have finished putting down the wall just to this dirt right here, as now we kind of don't actually need the dirt. Now, the next thing I kind of want to do is I've been debating on whether to keep bringing this down, but I think I might bring this out one now. So like here, that way it gives it some more depth and texturing that I really think this build definitely needs, especially on the other side. So now with this, I'm just gonna quickly finish up that, and then I'm gonna take out majority of this dirt that we see here. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly do that now. All right, guys, so I just finished the walkway on the top, and now I'm not gonna lie, this build is looking so good. Look at that. Oh my god. We're also moving into like the bigger part of this build. So the next part of this build is going to be insane. Pretty much we're gonna go down at least 50 blocks from here, and then the entire inside perimeter, it's gonna be hollow, but the perimeter, the walls, and the floor of when it's fully mined out, I want it to be black concrete powder. I also want to get some stained glass. That way I can give it some depth, because I kind of want to put like a dragon head or two in here, like kind of wrapped around. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but that's definitely something I want to do. And I might have to save that for the next video, but I can definitely hollow this out, put down the black part, and show you guys what it looks like at the end. There's also a whole lot of terraforming that we have to do on the outside as well. But yeah, with that being done, there's definitely a lot of work still left, but we're probably, I'd say, 60% of the way there. We're definitely on the last stretch now. So actually, what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to build this inner walkway. So right here, I'm going to build it down here. Yeah. And I'm just going to use stone bricks inside. If you guys really do hate it that much, I will go and change it, but let me know down in the comments. So let me quickly do this. All right, guys. So I just wanted to show you guys this right here. This is just on a little walkway. And I don't know how I feel about this. So I'm going to turn around and get flat with it. So I have either that left version or this open version with the lights on the side. I don't know how I feel about it. Yeah, I don't think I like that. I think I might do just some slits instead of like a 4, because this just seems odd here. All right, guys, so I have done a decent amount. If you guys look, nothing on the outside, inside. I don't even know what to say, but I put in frog lights on the edges, and let me just show you guys the inside. So this is what the walkway looks like. Plan on all the torches that we see in here of being like those lanterns. So that'll be cool. But yeah, so this is all done. I need to add some lighting here. Thinking again of doing some lanterns, like maybe here and here, just something simple, nothing too hectic. I kind of want like 2 different rings. So I think I want that little skeleton thing that I was saying on this little like internal part, and then I'll go to black here, I think. Full black, and maybe with like a copper block trim. I think that's going to be just the right amount of accent that I need. And then from there, we'll have it go straight down to the mines. I actually don't know if I showed you guys my mines, in case you guys don't believe my mining. This is the deep slate, and I've actually mined, I've used all my deep slate. I've used all my silk touch deep slate, and I have a little bit of cobbled deep slate left. But yeah, I think the middle hole is gonna lead all the way through. I want to be a full black abyss, but I might split that up to a different video. Also, guys, let me know down in the comments what I should netherite first. I have that one netherite ingot, and yeah, I don't know what to netherite first. And while you guys are at it, guys, subscribe. We're only like 70% of the way through the build, and trust me, we're gonna keep on making bigger and bigger builds. In the next episode, I have something crazy planned, but this only works if you guys subscribe. Again, thank you guys for all the support. It is crazy how far we're growing, especially since I was gone for such a long time. Thank you guys again, and let's continue the video. Well, it seems like I wasn't recording that, but I found my chunk. So for this sand duper, I'm going to be using this chunk-based glitch, and an easy way to find your chunk is by using the simple math formula. You're pretty much dividing it by 16, your x, and your z. So your first number and the last number, you're going to divide them by 16, and they have to be a whole number. So that means they can't have any fractions, no decimals, anything. Once you have that, you can kind of map it out, because it's going to be a 16 by 16 cube. Now with that being done, and this is my first chunk, I need to go in total 5 chunks. So we're going to do this. So this is 1. This is now in our second chunk. So I can count 15 blocks, place a block there, place a block here. So from this block to that stone block, in total, that's 16 blocks. So I'm going to do this again. I'm just going to separate them by putting cobblestone. And this is chunk 2. I'm going to do that until I reach the end. All right. So this is the end of my 5th chunk. So I actually extended it one back that way. And now here, I'm just going to build out 16, including this. So 15 more blocks pretty much. So yep, that is 16 blocks. Now I'm just going to count out 8 blocks from here. And I'm gonna go out another 7. And then on this block, I'm just gonna make a little chamber thing. I'm putting water in here so it's gonna flow. And then here, I'm just gonna come down, put down a chest, and then hopper like so. And then I can continue building this guy out. All right, so from this block and the other side, I'm just gonna put some ice down. And then what we're going to do is just put up a block here, ice here, and we're just gonna bring this ice all the way down. We're gonna make 3 rows of it. So, and then I'm only gonna use like maybe just this side. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't need to build it this big. Okay, like this. And then I'm just gonna start from the middle and go from there. Okay, I think that much is good. So from here, I'm just gonna pretend I didn't make this and pretend I didn't make this and get more stone. That's 4. We're just gonna do this on this side as well. So here we need to bring a block here and then right through. Well, technically we need to bring it like down here. I'll just do the entire thing. And now we're gonna make some buttons. So we'll just make like 12, I think. I don't know. This is to stop the water. Oh, I didn't have to do that. Now we must get some water. Okay, and then we just want to put some water in here and we're gonna try and make a source block, making it easier. So if I put a water bucket there, it should lean over this way, and then if I put one here, this should become a solid block. So I can just do that, repeat that all the way down, not up there, and this should all be solid blocks. Should be able to just keep on taking that. Yep. Then I'm just gonna come over here, put a water block there and a water block there, grab another water and put another piece of water here. This should all lead here, and then everything should head on down there. So if I drop down, let's drop down a bucket, and then if we go to that side, but if I go into this chest here, you'll see the bucket. And now we just have to go over here, make some pistons, and then we can start sand duping. Okay, so I need to break out these blocks here. Hopefully I have 8 because I only have 8 pistons. So boom. Oh, great. I could have done more. That is great. Now on this row, we're going to be using some copper lightning rods. Oh, did not mean to. Okay, I am having some trouble. And now here, we're just going to build out here, make a little, then we're just going to put some redstone here. Take this torch here, put this here. It should extend all of them. And if I look at them through the ice, can't see. Yeah, they're extended. Okay. And now I'm just going to bring this down and placing repeaters every so often all the way over there. All right, and then we're going to put a sticky piston here, and we're going to put a redstone block here. Oh, I think I made this a little too high, actually. I mean, low. So, redstone block here, and then we're going to put a lever here. I need to make the redstone block, and also while I'm at it, I need to extend this line. So I'm just going to extend it wherever I think I need it. Probably have to edit this. All right, and that's pretty much the gravity duper right there. I just need to put the blocks in. But before I do that, I need to go and repair my elytras and a lot more stuff because this is horrible. Yeah, so I'm going to quickly do that and I'll get back to you guys when we start getting all the supplies. All right, guys, we are back and I have repaired all my armor. It's time for me to get some sand, some gravel, and I also have to kill these squids. So with just this amount right here, we're going to go in. And then if I go in here, so now on top of here, I'm just going to put down the blocks. So I'm going to put down some sand, some gravel, and this black concrete powder. I didn't do anything there. So I'm just gonna put 3 of those down because I want a lot of those. And then I'll put down some sand as like my next thing, and then like a little bit of gravel. Now this, when I turn that on, should cause it to start moving, and it should start dropping the minute I get closer. So let's go try this out. And it's pretty simple. All we have to do is come back here, and looking at that, we obviously can't see the blocks in there, which is gonna make it a little harder. But if I press this down, we should start to see, I don't know if the bottom, you can see it there kind of. There's a light changing in the ice. That is the sand working. So it's been running for about a minute now, and I'm just gonna turn this off, and I'm just gonna wait for it to all turn off. Now I'm gonna log out of this world and then come back into it. Okay, it turns out I needed to be a little bit closer. You should be seeing these blocks move like this. And now if I wait a minute, we should get some results. All right, and now for the results, hopefully we're getting blocks. Look at it go. But yeah, with that working and working very good, I'm gonna continue doing this. Yeah, we're not gonna use this always because this is a little too overpowered. And you know what? That is good. That is good enough. So let's start smelting this. Actually, before we do that, I want to go find a dripstone cave, get some dripstones, and then make a nice renewable source of lava here, because this is going to get really, really, really expensive if I just keep on using a finite source. So we definitely have to make sure that is all right. Okay, now we're just going to make some cauldrons, and then we're going to go find some dripstone. Okay, for now, we'll just make 3. So I'll make the area right here. Dripstone goes here, and then we're going to fill up some lava in there. So let's go find some dripstone. This seems like a place where we find it. Yes, we have some dripstone right there. Okay, great. Perfect. And lava. So we'll just grab this lava here. All right, I just picked up the lava from that little lava lake there. And now what we have to do is come up here, drop the lava. One thing I don't know is if it needs to be source blocks. I've never actually cared to do the research on that, but now we can put some dripstone here. And we should start to see lava. What I need to do is start mining this down now. So first things first, I'm gonna take out this dirt that's being here. It's causing an eyesore now. We don't need it. All right, with this now fully cleared of the dirt, minus some areas because, you know, I have the little frog pond here. I'm gonna start mining this down. Also, I guess I should kind of explain what I'm doing before I fully go down. So I want to get to around y is equal to 40 or 50-ish, I think, because what I want to do is, you ever see those cool builds where they have this walkway and over top they have glass and underneath they have like the starry sky? I kind of want to do something like that, but with a big dragon skeleton there. I'm gonna start off with some heads, and that's what I'm thinking of doing. So I want to mine all the way down a huge amount and really create that depth. I also may use that gravity duper and try and dupe my dragon egg, because then it's gonna look so cool. I can have dragon eggs inside by the skeleton like it was trying to protect it. But you guys let me know. I won't do that fully yet. I don't know if I'll be able to even do the skeleton in this video, but I do want to get the base of it done. So without further ado, let's keep going. All right, guys. So I've mined down, I think, one layer so far, and I've already filled up one full chest of stone. And I actually have one more thing that I think I'm going to do. I don't think I wanted to start fully. You walk in and boom, circle. I think we should have this gradient go into a darker pattern again and then build the circle. So I'm going to quickly do that now. I'm just going to edit it in. You're not going to see it. I just wanted to let you guys know before, because it's going to be a shock, and because I am recording a lot of footage and my PC cannot handle this. I am on a horrible PC. So if you guys subscribe, maybe one day I'll be able to buy a new one. So subscribe and hit that like button and keep on watching. All right, guys. So I just did the interior circle. This is how far it's going to come out. I actually am going to show you guys bits and pieces. So I have been using the site that I'm going to link down in the description below. That's how I'm making these circles, in case you guys were wondering. And yeah, so I'm following that. And now I just got to make the gradient going into this side. I'm going to try it on this side, show you guys it, and then finish it on the rest. And then we can mine down the insane amount. All right, guys. So this is how much I've done so far. This is the gradient I'm going with. I can remove these two dirts. As you can see, it's starting to look pretty nice. I kind of like it a lot. One thing that I am kind of struggling with, though, is when I open this up, I kind of need a pathway into the center so you can drop down, because I want it to be all glass that you can walk over. But I don't know if I should do that now or wait until later. So yeah, we're just going to keep doing that over and over. All right, guys. So now I think this is all done. Let me take a area. Oh, getting stuck under a horn. Let's look at that now. And oh yeah, you're starting to see that gradient. And when we get that black hole done, oh, it's going to look so cool. I can't wait. We obviously still need to fill up these holes, which I have not done. But while we're waiting for that, let's keep mining. All right, guys. So this is how much I've mined so far. This is about 2 of my maxed out pickaxes. It's gotten me about this far, which is, let's see. So we're at 65 here, from 79 to 65, which is insane. That's what, 14 blocks? I don't know how far down we should go. I think I might go 30 blocks. If this is 15, another one of these, I think that's good. I think that's going to be very, very deep. Or I might go deeper. You guys let me know down in the comments below. Like I said, I don't think we're putting in everything today. So you guys can let me know. I'm just going to keep on mining this out. But before I do that, I'm also going to enchant this pickaxe to efficiency 5 and put some mending on it as well. And to do that, actually, we're going to have to risk this pickaxe and mine some of these emeralds. So this is 12 emeralds with a fortune 3 pickaxe. And we got 30 from 12, not that bad. All right, guys, now this is what I think 3 and a little bit of a pickaxe get you. This is exactly, I think, 31 blocks. So I went to 49, I believe. Yes, 49, so that if I go, so from that black border there to down here, it will be exactly 30 blocks once I have the concrete in. And I don't know if that's good enough. I don't know if I should go deeper. But until then, I think it's time for me to just take out the other sides now. So that's what I'm going to do. We're 1/4 of the way there. Oh my god, guys. I have finally almost actually mined it down. I just have this area here that has water on it and I'm done. Guys, look at the days played. This has been going on for such a long time. Oh my god, I'm so tired of mining. But I'm gonna quickly go fill that in with gravel, and then we can go get that concrete powder and start putting it in here, putting it on the base, and then putting in the glass and see how this looks. I am actually so excited for that. You guys can't even tell. I need to see an end product. All right, so now we just got to fill this in with the concrete powder that we have. So we're going to start with the little bit that I have in here. Here. Luckily for me, this is going to be pretty easy because I just have to go down and just pillar up, or even here, you know, I can just and duper. Yeah, with those two done, I just have to do that 230 times. This is going to be fun. Alright guys, so we're out of black concrete powder, so that means I have to go back to the sand duper, but this is how it's looking now. So if I take a little aerial view, it's starting to look great. I'm actually loving the way this looks. It's actually insane. This is cool. Alright guys, that's it! Oh my god, it's looking great. I need to kill actually some of the creepers down here because I need the gunpowder, but we now just have to fill in the bottom and we're done there. And then we also have to cover it with glass, but okay, so maybe we're not done. There's a lot to do. And that's it, guys. That was the last bit that I put in right there. And now comes the fun part. I get to put water all over this. I definitely have way too much sand now. I don't know when I'm going to use this black concrete powder, but it is now in this shulker box, probably for the rest of its life. I know, I have these chunks here, and they kind of make it look bad. But it's okay, I'm a little lazy. One thing I'm super excited about is that finally, while having this down here, I can put some torches. But guys, if you look at this, if I put this water bucket here, all this is turning into concrete. Well, you guys can't see, but like, so that's kind of anticlimactic, but trust me, it's turning into concrete. Now we just do that every couple of blocks. All right, I think that's done. Let's make sure. Let's do a little, damn, pig aside. I think we're good. And now let's clean up this little hole. So I'm just gonna clean this all out. This is gonna be horrible. It's genuinely gonna be horrible to do. All right, guys. So I have moved over all the chests. I actually made some like cool water contraption. You know, like it wasn't that cool. I just used flowing water to move that stuff from there to here. And now I just have to get rid of that bamboo, but we can start cutting this down. And now I just got to pick up these blocks here. And now, guys, I present to you the mega hole. Look at it. Oh my god, I need to take out that one piece of emerald. This is insane. I actually love it. Oh my god. It is so cool. I need to take out that piece of emerald though. But guys, I think this is looking sick. Obviously that chest area is like a horrible place, but if you fly high enough, you can't even notice it. Now, the only thing I think this base really needs is like a proper exterior. I think this exterior doesn't do it justice. I think I need to bring it in more. Maybe I need to add a whole lot of texturing. That's for sure. But guys, I am loving this. Oh my god. Look at this. So I'm thinking of like having like so obviously it's not fully done. There's a lot that needs to be still done. I need to add the black glass. I need to add the skeleton down below. And I need to move the beacon into the actual center. But oh my god, look at it with the sun moving too. That thing's gonna line up perfectly. Look, that little tip right there is gonna line up, and that's exactly midday. And there you go. That's exactly midday. That's so cool. It lines up with the center hole. This build, honestly, I love it. The exterior we definitely have to fix. We have to put in that glass. And oh yeah, so as I was saying, I was thinking in the middle of making like another tube that goes straight down. And then we could also hide maybe some entryways in here, like on these flat edges that go to different things like a chest room and such. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. This is unfinished, but this is just part one. Next one, we're going to finish it up. It'll be fast. I just want to get this video out for you guys. Also, a happy New Year's. Thank you guys for choosing to watch me in 2026. It really does mean a lot. If you guys can subscribe, it'll let me know that you guys like these big builds, and also comment down below. I truly enjoy your guys' comments. I love responding to them. Thank you guys again. This has been your boy GT. As always, guys, take care, stay safe, peace.